Just kidding. It's time to throw away your sad music. It's time to get control of your life back. Throw away your pills, throw away your prescription. Believe it or not, negative behaviors can be unlearned. Of course, they are prescribing you antidepressants because it's profitable to the pharmaceutical companies everywhere. Research has shown that the same chemicals that's in antidepressants, serotonin, are the same chemicals that are released in your brain when you exercise. This is science. Look it up. And I'm just going to get right into it. Positive health. This is why we're here, right? Depression and anxiety, how we're going to cope with these things. I am reading this straight from my notes from my positive psychology class from last semester and all of my other things that PhD qualified professors have taught me. I said PhD qualified. They do have their PhD and they're qualified, so I guess that counts, right? Okay, so anywho, first, changing your perception can change how you feel. So it's okay to face triumphs and barriers. It's really all about how you deal with these disappointments and other painful emotions. You aren't failing, you aren't trying. So exercise is so important. Why do you think we see people running 5 in the morning or just running and exercising and feeling good about themselves, their body? It's because we as humans are built to run, to be active, and so many other things. So for anxiety, I would recommend yoga. Yoga is a form of mindfulness, and mindfulness is one of the key techniques they teach in therapy. If you've been to therapy before, I'm pretty sure the therapist had you participate in a mindfulness activity. So I definitely recommend doing yoga. Get out there and do yoga. If you're depressed, most anxiety comes from depression or either or vice versa. I'm just telling you based off of what I know. Sometimes you don't even have to go to yoga, just research mindfulness. And there's also different types of mindfulness. Just a simple breathing technique can slow your heart rate, which can help slow your thoughts and bring you to the present moment so you're not always thinking about different things and you feel like your thoughts are just everywhere, or like you're sad and you're just thinking about this one particular event or these particular events with an S that has made you feel such a way. Just mindfulness, exercise. And you also want to express those emotions because, like I said earlier, your emotions are valid and you feel the way you do for a reason. I'm not saying. Regular exercise is beneficial to both physical and mental well-being, effective treatment for anxiety and depression. A positive attitude equals motivation. People who feel positive emotions tend to be healthier, of course. Social support. A lack of social support is just as dangerous as smoking cigarettes. In 1967, Martin Seligman created an experiment basically where a dog ended up getting depressed because of its environments. It's like everywhere it went. In the experiment, there was always a shock, no matter what area the dog went to. We don't need to be in environments where we always feel like we're sad or we just, just know that it's all about how you think. That controls how you feel. You can't control everything, but you can control how you react to those emotions. And I would definitely recommend focusing on your strength and just managing your weaknesses. So whenever you receive like a disappointment, for one, humans aren't good with rejection. Social rejection is almost as equivalent to physical pain, believe it or not. So your feelings are valid. That's first things first. Get rid of those friends who tell you you're tripping and who tell you, oh, you shouldn't feel that way, because you feel a way for a reason. These are your feelings. Your feelings are here to protect you. And you need friends who will help you cope through it. who are going to be mentally supportive. It's not always about going out and partying, of course, and it's always not about hitting them up to participate in substance abuse, which is not really healthy. It actually enhances those feelings, believe it or not, or it helps you escape from reality, which also isn't good because that brings addiction problems, but that's a whole different story. Let me restate this. A lack of social support is just as dangerous as smoking cigarettes. So, like, we need friends, right? Just because, like, some people had a history of having bad friends don't mean you don't need them. You just need to choose better friends. And I mean, sometimes it's unfortunate depending on the environment because similarities bring people together. And if you're in a group where all of these people think the same, you're going to stand out like a sore thumb, you're going to feel alone, you're going to do all of these things. So basically, you just want to be confident in who you are and try not to conform to, like, let's say if you're in a negative environment, try not to conform to that because it's really easy and humans have a tendency of doing that. Recognize unhappiness and do something about it. You have to be acceptance of sadness and anger just as much as you are of happiness in a healthy way. Don't go pop pills or smoke weed or drink alcohol because all that is unhealthy and you just don't want to develop an addictive behavior. Every time you feel these emotions, you feel like you need to go do those things. I know I have some of you out there watching this video because I have observed it, but it's okay, you can change it. As long as you're aware of it now, right? That's all that matters. Social support is really important. You need to be in an environment of where you feel validated. You can have thousands of friends and you can be in a room full of people and you can still feel lonely. I'm not licensed, so don't quote me, but I've did my fair share of research. Basically, you want to talk about how you feel, okay? Don't just say it is what it is. You have to verbalize how you feel so you can understand how you feel. And you have a faster healing time from whatever situation made you feel that way. All of these things seem kind of common sense, but you'll be surprised how many people don't do it or how many people aren't aware of it. Not sure if this has helped you guys, but I feel like I should have passed along the message. So, see ya.